legends, heroes, and poopy heads. Welcome to the Omni Flash channel, where Omni Flash will take gaming to the next level.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to Perfect World Mobile. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Cube event. This event, the Cube of Destiny, replaces the Path of ASURA, which is also another really good event that you should take a look into. I'll link that video in the description below, so check out the Path of ASURA guide. But this is both on Tuesdays, so one week it'll be the Path of ASURA, the next week it'll be the Cube of Destiny. Both of them are very important. In the Cube of Destiny, you have a chance of getting sky scriptures to up your reincarnation, as well as getting archaic scrolls for your level 4, level 5, and level 6 sacred books. Now this is a really fun, sort of like a party type game where you have a team of 6 people. Now this team is going to have to be a real party, okay? You're going to be a cleric, a tank, and 4 DPS, because there are going to be half of the stages don't require healing and a tank, but there's going to be like three pretty hard stages where you cannot clear unless you have a healer and a tank. So definitely be prepared, get ready for this event, the Cube of Destiny. Come prepared with a full team. You see, we're joined with the Cube Hunters. These are the Cube Masters, Vale and Eski, and Marvel, everyone else. We're going to come in here and we are going to clear not just 4 stages of the Cube of Destiny. We are going to clear every single stage. So let's check this out. Alright, so when you load in, you get to find out all the stages are random, and there are tooth paths. After you beat a stage, you have tooth paths and you can choose what path to go. So if you get to a hard stage, you can backtrack and go to the other path. Now, for example, this is the first stage. It is Void Pursuit. This is the hardest stage to do if you have low battle rating. So be sure, if this happens and you have a low battle rating team, it is best to somehow avoid doing Void Pursuit, simply because this is a really hardcore time to battle. You only have 5 minutes to beat this, and if you don't have DPS to destroy these mobs, you don't have a tank and a healer that can tank them, then you're not able to clear this. So the way to get a different first stage is you may have to change out one of your team members. You have to leave, change out one of your team members, and then restart. If you change your team, then when you restart, you'll have a different first level, hopefully. I mean, it's always possible that you get this first level again, but by changing your team, it sort of re-rolls it, and it is possible to have a different first level. This first level is really tough if you have a low BR tank or a low BR healer. They're just not going to be able to stay alive. These monsters actually deal quite a lot of damage, and these towers. So after you aggro and pull all these monsters together, try to kill them as quickly as possible. Then you want to go in and then everyone target and aggro one turret, one of these turrets, knock down one of these turrets, then cycle over to the next turret, kill all the turrets, and then you want to, once all the turrets are down, then you will go to the power source. But don't get too close to more than one turret, or don't get too close to too many monsters. It is possible, because these monsters are all ranged, that your tank is not able to hold aggro on all the monsters. That becomes a big problem, because when a mob is too far away from a tank, they're not able to actually hold aggro. And if you're low BR, these ship guards can blow you up pretty quickly. And if your healer's not strong enough, they won't be able to heal you up. Alright, so we have one tower left. You got to kill that last tower. Once all your towers are down, then you can kill the source of power. But see how it says immune? Before you kill the towers, the source of power is immune to all damage. Their shield goes down. Then you can destroy the power shield, and you just have to do it within 5 minutes and you win. Alright, let's see what we get in our first cube pack. We do get a sky scripture, which is really nice. We've got some forger stones in order to craft accessories, and we also have some love mirrors so that you can make your Cloud 9 mirrors. Now you have a choice to go to the cube number 2 or go to cube number 3. We're gonna pick cube number 2 and see what we get. This one right here isn't hard. It's actually pretty nice. It's combat expert. It's one of the easier ones. You just click get started. You get turned into a weird boxing type monster. This is a great cube for a team with low BR. So you want to, if you have low battle rating, it is a great cube to get, because all you have to do is punch off the crashers off of the platforms, and make sure that you yourself are not too close to the edge of a platform and that a crasher can't knock you off. But you know, nobody on our team is getting knocked out because we are also pro. After you have knocked off all of the easy crashers, there's going to be a boss. Alright. Oh, alright, the glass crasher's out. No, we got one more. Okay. Just gotta punch it off of the side. Once you punch all of them off to the side, the boss comes. He's basically the boss in Molten Core, the fire demon. Just gotta coordinate your team and make sure everyone's punching him in the right direction. Alright, we won. That is the second cube. Now you have to win, I believe, 4 cubes to get to the ultimate final cube. Once you do that, the very last stage, you can possibly get an Archaic scroll, which is worth a lot of ingots. Alright, we're going to the next cube. That'll be cube number 4. This is the Master Hunter. Master Hunter is also another very easy cube. So you want to try to get the Master Hunter if you have lower battle rating. This is a very easy cube. What you have to do is you have to defeat Hercules, but in this stage, all you have to do is the tank has to drag Hercules into the circle. So this is a chaser cube. And you just make sure that the boss is in that circle when the chaser cube explodes, and the boss will take damage. Next, you just aggro. The tank will just aggro the boss to the cone cube, and the DPS will have to kill the cone cube. When that cone cube is destroyed, Hercules will take some heavy damage. So basically, you just have to get to the cube as quickly as possible, and depending on which type of cube it is, there's something you have to do. On cone cubes, you have to kill them. On chaser cubes, you just have to drag the boss into the circle. Now, DPS, like during this, the chaser cube, the spear cube, you still have to attack Hercules to lower his HP, but the spear cubes and cone cubes, they all deal significant damage, so even if you have low DPS, you're able to pass this stage. Are we having a lot of spear cubes? Kind of want to show you some of the other cubes that are available. Maybe the next one. We have another cone cube, okay? So cone cubes you have to kill. There is also one type of cube where someone actually has to go up to it and click on it. And it's that type of cube, I forget the name of it, but you have to just go up and click on it. One thing about that cube is that the tank can't click on it because the tank is constantly being knocked back. so he gets interrupted. So if you get to one of these cubes, see, that cube didn't spawn. All I'm getting is the cone cubes and the chaser cube. So there is one more cube where you just have to click on it to activate it, and you just have to be within that range for it to explode and hit the boss. But someone else besides the tank will have to click on that cube. Can't show you in this video because that cube never spawned. Alright, so let's go to the next. You can choose one of two different paths. So we're just going to go to 7, and we're going to backtrack and show you all of the different cubes, all of the different events that you can be playing. This one right here is really hard. This was really hard, and it's actually really good if you are a tank, because in tank mode you have a ton of block, and you can actually tank a lot of attacks that will one hit most any other class. Also, your healers can res, so it's actually really cool. So you want to make sure that you double jump right here. See double jump, you'll see the red, you'll see you see a red line coming across, and then there will be, like right here, there's a red line. You have the double jump. I still took damage. You see how that I didn't jump fast enough. One jump is not good enough. You have to double jump. All right, so the goal of this event is to collect 60 hearts. All right, so we have to jump now. Jump. Well, I didn't have to jump because I collected one of these invincibility squares. Okay, so here, let's go over all the squares really fast. The chi core square is really good. It'll give you like 2 bars of chi, or 4 bars, I forget. And then the invincibility cube is really good. It turns you invincible for, I don't know, 5 or 10 seconds. Accelerator is really good. Allows you to run really fast and actually collect those hearts. Now you see how those horses hit me and only dealt like half of my HP? It's because I'm a tank. If it was Stud Muffin or somebody who wasn't a tank, they would have been KO'd. Stunner, you don't want to touch Stunner. You don't want to touch Fear Carrier. Stunner will stun you. Fear Carrier will fear you. All right, so we have to jump now. Okay, we have to collect some more hearts. It's actually really good that you have your full team sort of spread out. All right, we gotta jump. Oh, I didn't jump, and I died. All right, here we go. I think what happened is a minute ago it knocked me into one of the lightning bolts. It's also very interesting. Oh, we got jump. Almost dead. But we can do this. We're almost there. We just you can actually see how many, if you look in the center above that trophy looking thing, it'll show you how many hearts you still need. We only need like 10 more hearts. All right, now I'm invincible. Oh, still invincible. All right. Oh, sometimes in the later stages you're gonna have it's really hard because you see how those horsemen, there's 2 waves. When there's 2 waves of horsemen, it takes a while for your double jump to get back. Chi core is really good. It's because you can also use your chi burst. You use your chi burst in order to block those. All right, here we go. We got 60 hearts, and we won. This is pretty difficult, but it's more advantageous if you have 1 or 2 tanks, and one of your tanks could be DPS. All right, and if one of your tanks is DPS, like Vale is a DPS tank for this run, he would just turn back Sage, and you will have more defensive skills. This one right here is an underwater dungeon, which is really fun. However, each and every person has a number above their heads. That is their oxygen counter, and you have to look for oxygen that comes up from the ground. So we have to beat this boss, but also you have to make sure to pay attention to those little bubbles. See that bubble that says oxygen bubble on the back? One person should not actually sit on where that bubble is spawning. Instead, when you get to about 50% of the oxygen, you want to go over there, pick up a bubble, then get away from that bubble, so that other people, when they are low on oxygen, they can go over there and get oxygen also, because only 1 or 2 places is spawning that oxygen. You don't want to block all the oxygen and the rest of your team dies. Sometimes there are water demons that spawn. You want to kill those also. Alright, the boss is almost dead. So you have to explain this to your team. Sometimes they don't know about the oxygen bubbles, and they might just sit on top of where the oxygen bubbles is spawning, and none of your team, the rest of your team, won't be able to get any oxygen. Alright, so after the boss is dead, there is a hole at the very top. There's a hole on the very top of the stage, okay? And then all you have to do is head on up to the very top. The square hole is in the center of the stage, so we gotta go swim, find that square hole. Let's go find it. It's over there. All right, and then just head on all the way to the top. I believe this is the Ultra Cube. This got to be the last cube. Normally, after getting done with this cube, you'll be finished and the whole event will be finished. But we are actually going to backtrack for you guys. We're going to backtrack and show you the other stages of the cube and show you the easiest ways to beat them. All right, so we won, and this is the very last one. We just open up the box. I got a lot of mirrors, an archaic scroll. I mean, got 6 mirrors, archaic scroll. Also got an ancient scroll. So yeah, so a lot of really cool stuff. And that would normally be the end of the video. However, we're going to head back down. We're going to jump down, head back down, and backtrack. You can still go back and go through the other path that you could have done, and we're going to do all of those cube events as well. So we're still going to tell you exactly how to beat each and every one of these other cubes. However, we're going to be fast forwarding. This way the video won't be way too long. The next one, this is called Chit Chatting. If you get this cube, it means you won it. This is a free cube. You don't really have to do anything. You just come in and you watch everyone, all of the NPCs talk. Now, while they're talking, you can go around and kill toads, which will give you a lot of silver. So this is one of the easiest events. You don't really have to do anything in particular. Just collect some silver and wait about 2 minutes for the NPCs to finish talking. Okay, we finished with that cube. We're going to go to the next one. This one right here is called the Art Wu Xing. This is one where you need a tank and a healer. It's a little bit more difficult as you're going to have to need strong enough DPS to destroy balls that show up. Each time there will be 2 balls that show up. You will want to always kill the ball on the left. That is the easiest way to beat this dungeon. Every time whenever a ball shows up, you have to tell your whole team, you have to coordinate with your team. Let them know that an orb is showing up and when you have to kill it before it gets to the center. If it gets to the center, it's too late, and those elementals is going to keep the Wu Xing sage in the center healed, and you won't be able to kill the big boss in the center fast enough. Alright, so after that, the tank also has to watch out for Purifying Force, which right here, you see Purifying Force, and it's pretty quick. I think it's like 2 seconds. You have 2 seconds to interrupt it. You have to interrupt that. If you don't interrupt that, she heals up really quick, and you're just not gonna beat it in 5 minutes. So you're gonna have enough DPS to kill it in 5 minutes. Also, be sure to be ready. Just start spinning around. Look for that orb. When you see 2 orbs, the orb that you want to kill is the orb on the left. Okay, that's the easiest way to know. Also, the Purifying Force. So, that orb that we have to kill is that water one. Are we killing it? Oh, that was close. But we did kill that water orb before it got to the sage, and you're able to beat it. Now, whenever those elementals spawn, you do have to kill the elementals also. So we got 1 last cube, or maybe 2 more. Let's check it out. Alright, yeah, we have 2 more. This is the quick math. Quick math is she's going to Helen, or she's going to Dahlia. Dahlia, I think. Yeah, Dahlia is going to give you a number, and you're going to have to either plus or minus in order to get to that number. Alright, so 209 plus 1. So so the number must have been 210. So you can either go 209 plus 1, you can do 208 plus 2. You can also do it backwards. You can minus. So you could do 2. There is a problem, is that you can't use the number twice. So you can't use the number 2 twice. So maybe 208 plus 2 wouldn't work. It would be 207 plus 3. And if you subtract, that would be a little bit difficult. You can go for like 215 minus. No, it's difficult. You can't subtract on this one. If it's 210, you can't subtract because it'll be 215 minus 5, and you can't use 5 twice. So you have to be able to do the math, but make sure not to use the same number twice. Alright, last cube is pretty fun. Everyone goes on this path, and then we'll hit that dice, and it will send you to the next cube. Alright, so this is Synergy Dance, and what happens is a random dance will show up, and you will have to do the same dance. If you are having trouble with that dance, just keep restarting it, and everyone do a different dance, and someone's going to be lucky and get the right dance. Alright, we're just going to hit every cube. This one's an inner demon. It's pretty simple. You just have to beat the boss. Alright, that one's done. Roll the dice and see how many we go. Just 1 spot. Okay. Big profit is nice. So you just beat up all these treasure tigers and get a bunch of silver. Oh, there's one thing I have to tell you, is that after you beat the ultimate cube, you won't be getting any more prizes to beat the cubes. However, you still get the silver coins, but the end box, the cube boxes, you can only get, I think, 4 of them. So if you do more than 4 cubes, you won't get any prizes. Alright, let's roll the dice. Oh, we got 6. And that will take us to the very end. and we win. Well, thank you, friends. That's how you win the Cube of Destiny. We have gone through every single event. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out, and comment below to be entered to win a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card on October 15th, 2020. See you in the next video.